Hey guys, you're watching one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to an episode of Let's Build a Medieval City. Today, I'd like to do some more on the castle. Specifically, I think I want to do some castle walls today. Get a little bit more structure to it. I really like what we've done with the towers, and I want to add on to that and keep that sort of quality up and match it all in, tie it all in together. This wall right here, this sort of one that my cursor's on, this diagonal one, is the most important wall, I think, on the entire castle. Why? That's a weird wall to be important. That's because we always look at the city from this view. This is like the eye-line view. Whenever you do a build in Minecraft or anywhere, even in real life, you always design it with one specific view in mind. You try and design it to look good from all angles, but there's always that one angle that you sort of see it from the most. And this is the angle that we have here, and that's the wall that we always see. So if that one looks cool, then we'll be set. We'll be fine. Now, there's a little bit of... No, there isn't. Oh, good. Phew, I thought I was going to have to do a little tweak, but I don't. This diagonal line down here is the dead center of where the wall is going to be. Okay? Why is that, like, out by a block? Those towers should be in by a block, really. Can I move that? Is it possible for me to move that? I could either move those two towers out by one, or move this single tower out by one. I'll move this tower out by one. It's more square, it'll be easier for me to do. Let's just grab a block that doesn't stand out, so not sand, pink wool. Okay, little bit of tweaking required at the beginning of this episode, because I just noticed, if you don't know what I'm on about, I'll show you. That goes straight into the corner. Like it goes diagonally into the wood. This side is one block out. So if we move that tower this way by one, we shall then be correct. I think. I think. So if I stand here and I cut it, and I stand here and I paste it, take away the pink. This ain't no pink castle. This ain't no fairy tale castle. And then what we can do now is take these away and place these back along here. So now it goes from wood and diagonally all the way down to wood. Beautiful. And it's made the portcullis area one block wider as well, which is never a bad thing. Making the main gate larger, it will never go bad. Now, this is the middle line, though. We don't want to just build up the castle wall like this, because it's going to be too thin. What we need to do is we need to make it wider. So maybe if we go from there to there, and then this middle one goes away, and then that would be the width. It's wide enough for you to walk through, but it's not incredibly big, is it? What if we go that one to that one? Now if we're standing in the middle, imagine we're up high, imagine we're up there and this is the top. We're walking along it. That feels a little bit larger, doesn't it? It feels good, a good size for us. So that's going to be where our walls are going to go. Let's put this down first, because there's definitely some things that we can just do straight out of the doors. Okay, we can do that. We can get some stairs. And then we just take that one out so the stairs wrap nicely around here. And then we spin our camera in a sickening feeling. It's like I'm on a pirate ship. Ugh. I get like seasick or just sick like really easily from like movement and stuff like that. Roller coasters and just spinning around too fast. Getting out of bed too fast. That's what can throw me off. Alright, so we have that on that side. And then we need to work out how high we want this to go. Do we want this to go so the door is on, like, so the hole is on this side? So it'd sort of be there. In order to get in, if we back off, we imagine the wall being that high. I don't... You know, that could work, because then the next layer up is a little bit taller. It feels really low. Let me just have a look. If we fill that back in again... This is quite an important, like, thought. If we had the castle walls going all the way up to there, though, well, it'd be on... That would be too tall for that tower, though. That's the problem. No, we have to go up to that one. We have to go up the second one down. It might look a little bit weird when we just have that castle wall in, but remember, we'll be adding, like, there's the middle part, which will go up taller. It'll look fine. I promise you guys, it will look fine. Would I lie to you? I don't need full blocks. I don't need slabs. I can use full blocks. So this would be where the floor is. So it would be, come in here, it would be nicely one block below the window, so you can see out of the window nicely. You never want it on this level. I don't like having the windows going all the way down to the ground. And I think it was that one. If we just put the walkway in first, it'll just make it so much easier for us to build from and up to. I think that's what we need. So it's 3 block. 1. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Look. Yeah. So we'll just put these down first. This is always a slow process. Building a castle in general is always a slow process, but getting the planning section right is always the longest. And you need to plan it out right, otherwise it never looks correct when it comes to the end of it. Okay. Don't need to go up there. Take that one away. That one there. If I take these away, it'll make more sense now. We've got the 3 blocks there. All the way across. And you know what? Now we've got that in. The castle wall now looks like at a respectable height. It'll join up to all of the different towers at that height all the way around. We won't work on the inside. I could do the inside at a later date. We'll just work on the outside here for beginning off. For beginning off? For starting off. Beginning off. Sort of word is that. Diagonal walls are always the worst because I can't just like make a giant wall straight away. I have to sort of place them down by myself. But there is a sort of cheat that we can do. If I just go from there to there. And I go on there. And I stand here. And I copy. Paste. 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 I'm sure there must be, I don't doubt, a command with World Edit to do diagonal walls. I have never seen anybody use it though. There must be one. I'm sure there would be one. It's probably just a quick Google away, in fact. Okay. And then we do that last one like that. This one can go away and go straight up like that. And the same over here. Okay. Now we've got a wall in. Once the wall design is all in, we can then change up the stone to match up with like mossy and cracked and stone brick, and I didn't have any cobblestone in there. Oh, I did have cobblestone. I do have cobblestone mixed in there too. Yeah, it's fine. And all those to give it more texture. Now, along the front here, that should really, I think it would look better if it was tied like that. Oh, don't do that. Oh. There's no quick way to fix it either. I gotta go all the way down here. I wondered what the stone was, but that's going to be where the statue is, isn't it? Okay. The longest feeling wall in the century. I'm turning my head as well to try and help. Okay, cool. And then... oh, why is... I need that to be like that, and then that one like that. You know what? We'll do it like that then. And then I don't need to change it all. Do it like that. Perfect. Fixed. Okay. I want it to come out by a block on this top, so we go even wider at the top, so I can actually take these stone ones away and add an extra wood in there. Not only does this make the top area where we walk just that one block larger, we get more space to be able to walk up here. It's also going to bulge the wall out at the top. Okay, I've just done it on the other side so I don't forget when it comes to doing it later on. So now if we do this, See how we're casting a nice shadow on there below? It looks a little bit smarter. Bulges it out that little bit. We can bring them down as well and make almost like half pillars. This window will probably go. Looks like there was a window there. We'll do it like that. It like hides the fact that there was a window there now. And how are we gonna do? Am I literally gonna do something like this? Oh no! I tell you what, we should do them with stone bricks, like how we done with the tops of these. How we just use stone bricks for the tops. That's what we should do down here. So the wall can be made out of a mix, but the top section is made out of entirely stone brick. Get out of here. Like that. I think we could somehow incorporate some stairs into these, even though it's diagonal. Like, we'll definitely do that, just so when you're on the inside, it's not completely like a fall-off section. How high are they up here? Yeah, they're the same up there. Excellent. So we're keeping it very, very similar throughout. Yeah, I like that. And then maybe we alternate them, so we go like that way, 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 that way. Just to add some design, it like adds some sort of spike effect on there, and that's good because it goes like going against the building there and against the building there, so we don't actually end up being one block wrong or out or anything like that. They're nice and tall spikes as well, so we can properly hide behind them. I think I like that. On the underside of them, we'll do it on this one as well, we're going to place one extra block underneath the taller sections, like that, and probably match these in like this as well. Just ties them to the wall a little bit better. Yeah, I really, really like that. Along this middle section here, we're going to grab these slabs, and I'm going to run them all the way down. This height. It's like a little detail line that goes all the way down. Do I want to add? No. No, I don't. Okay. Already, that's looking like a castle wall, right? Already, even though we won't have the back on it yet. That's looking like a castle. We could leave that there and be somewhat happy with it. I wouldn't even mind leaving it half there. On the bottom, though, I want to add more spike, more sort of structure parts. But I don't want to do them in line with all of these ones, so we're going to do them every other one. So we're going to do them... Let's start with this one. And then we're going to miss that one out and do that one. Miss that one out and do this one. Miss that one out and do this one. Miss that one out and do this one. Miss that one out and can't do the last one. That's a little annoying because we now actually go one block out of sync. So what have we done? Now, you know what? I might have to do them all. Ah, I got it. We'll do them all, but we'll alternate the heights. So this one will be short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, short, long. And that's fine. I don't mind that at all. We can then that one, 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 that one. Okay. Main structure, I think, is there now. The main sort of structure of the wall. I like the sort of going up and down sort of pattern. We need to incorporate some wood in here, though. We don't have any wood, and we've got wood in the towers and stuff. We definitely need to get some oak logs in somewhere. So, how do we do that? Where do we want to put those in? Do we want vertical logs or horizontal logs? I think vertical logs. We'll keep pretty much all the logs in the area vertical, so going from bottom to top rather than left to right. But where can we put them? We don't need many of them. I think 3 would be like fine. Like if we do it this one here. What if I went like up through the top like that, just with the log ones? Do I want to, like... Oh, that's because that's all sort of... You know what, we should probably... I'll redo the stairs at the bottom after we've finished. I think that'll be the best way. So we have a log in there, and then we need to do a log in between this one and this one as well. Yeah, these stairs, when we're breaking blocks, they're sort of facing opposite ways and stuff, and I don't like that. So we'll have to fix it. One in there, and then do we have a middle one? Is that the middle one? It is. We have 1, 2, 3, and then the logs, and then 1, 2, 3. So if you go here and we put another log in. And then we have 3 logs going along there as well. I like how the logs just poke out of the top there. If we get a slab, we'll use like a dark oak to match in with the dark oak that we've got around the windows and stuff. And we just cap off the tops of those, because I never like to see the texture of the top of log. I like to sort of have just a slab sitting on there. I think that's pretty cool. Nothing needs to be complicated about this. We can keep it nice and simple. But I think that's pretty cool. In the middle here, can we do some sort of design, like maybe even with these ones, like in the middle here? We know we've got, like, that's the middle between the 2 wooden posts. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah, 2 ridges on either side. So in the middle here, if we done something like, I'm just like throwing ideas about at the moment, like that does actually look pretty cool on there. And then we do the same thing on this one. I gotta make sure it's at the right height though, otherwise it's gonna look really weird. So it's like an X with like a little circle in the middle or something like that. We'll go with that for the minute. And then what we do is we'll now change up the stone in the middle to a bunch of different blocks. So we get that texture the same all the way through. So we'll go, let's grab the blocks. Cobblestone, stone brick, mossy cobble, cracked stone brick. All these ones here. 1, 98. I don't need that one. 98, 98 1, 98 2. Cool. Replace stone with stone. Cobblestone. 98, 98 1, and 98 2. Right? That's right. I'm not missing any. Boom. Okay, so that's just added texture. Immediately looks a million times cooler. I think I actually like the X's in there. I think it's going to be a nice sort of spacing of like wall portions as well when we do it all the way around the castle. I think it looks like a really, really cool castle wall. Really, really cool castle wall. Let's though go down to the bottom here now and let's tidy up these so they actually go round everything. That, like that. This circle might have to is going to have to move out now because we're touching it. Okay, so now that line makes sense all the way down. It's nicely. Yeah, it's right. It's nice and thick all the way down there. I think it looks structurally sound as well. Let's just go around this side and just do the top here so we can see what it would look like from the outside with both of them complete. So I'll run that along here. Slabs go on top. The window has to go away. Slabs. That one, that one, that one. Nope, hang on. That one, that one, that one. And then this will go away. Now to do the back of the wall, I could sort of copy and paste. There might be a little shortcut way for me to help out at least. Otherwise I just have to build it all. Mind you, the wall is actually simple, and I built it in a simple way because I knew when you're building castles, you need to make sure that you keep some sort of easy to remember pattern for repetitivity, repetitiveness. It has. You have to keep it like that, otherwise it looks. What would be? It's just difficult. It's just difficult to maintain otherwise. So, make it look cool, but make it look easy to replicate. There we go, all the way round. And these can go. Otherwise, I'll forget that they shouldn't be there. Okay, so now you can imagine the back wall's done now. So we've got like the spikes on either side. Really, really cool. I'm really, really happy with that, right? And it's the hardest type of wall to do as well because it's a diagonal one. The straight ones should be a lot easier to do. We should be able to sort of use that pattern now in that one and all the way around and stuff, and sort of keep it going. Now, the doorways. We have a nice sort of log going down here. We could put the logs up there and like that, because the doors don't need to be big. Even do it like that and it sort of comes around like that now. I think that looks pretty cool. It sort of adds like a little bit of an arching, or like that. No, I don't like that. I like that. I think that's my favorite one. And then torch. And then torch. Like that. Yeah, and I think that's really, again, another easy way, easy door to replicate throughout them all. Nothing too complicated. That one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Torches go underneath there like that. It's just easy to copy all the way around. And I think it looks pretty cool as well. Alright, that's where we're going to leave this episode, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode, where I think we'll carry on with more of the castle. We'll do maybe a straight wall instead, and probably if I can, I'll try and get the portcullis in as well. Alright guys,